beautiful people. Hey V, I see you in the room, girl. How are you all doing? Be sure to like, comment, tag, and or share because we are definitely get it cracking. Let me see. Let's see. I am also live on Facebook with my special guest, JaLi the gentleman. How are you? Now you know you're gonna have to talk a little bit
I'm
louder.
great. I'm great.
A little bit louder now.
I'm great.
A little bit louder
Hey, I'm
now.
great.
So you all know that, of course, I will have the one and only J-Fab in the building with us momentarily. Of course, you already know how that traffic goes, but we're gonna keep it cracking, keep it moving, because let me tell you, I am really enjoying these wind down moments with my night moves listeners, with my revival relationships listeners. And if you are unsure of who I am your girl, Kedra Nicole. You can follow me on all social media platforms as at Kedra Nicole. However, Twitter will not allow me to be great yet. And on Twitter, that I'm serious. It's not yet though. They keep trying to play me.
I don't know why.
That you need to talk to him because you have the power. From what I've been hearing, JLi has the power in the city. All right, yes. So most definitely, on Twitter it is I am Kedra Nicole. Of course, this is also the voice that you hear on 95.3 Smooth R&B every Monday through Thursday from 9 p.m. until 12 in the morning. So yes, shouts out to everybody that's tuned in, everybody that is sharing, everybody that is just want to be nosy. Shouts out to you too. Make sure that you like, comment, tag, and or share at the end of the day. So, Jayla,
What's up?
you back with me again.
I get that again.
Again.
Yeah.
So how you feel about it? Cause
I
this is a
mean,
bottle of greatness right here.
that too. But when you working, man, like you just gotta stay working.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And when I tell you this man does not know how to stop. What's up, Ty? I see you in the room. This man does not know how to stop. If he's not doing one thing, he's doing something else. If he's not on the road for music, he's doing something with his business. And I'm just excited about all of that. I love to see a man moving and working.
What's up?
So you heard my motto, right?
Yeah.
Now, have you?
Moving and working.
No,
Oh.
my other motto, when a man doesn't work.
Oh yeah. We out of there.
Well, let me break it down. A man that does not work does not eat anything on, off, underneath, on top, around, outside, inside of the table.
Makes sense.
Period.
Gotcha.
It goes for ladies too. Don't get it twisted. I'm not. I don't.
Yeah. They don't eat it
No.
around, over, underneath, between, by there. Yeah.
You said by there,
By around here.
around, near,
Yeah. The
near,
table.
far.
The table.
I feel you.
That's it.
I feel you because I think a lot of times, well, nowadays we have kind of moved around the conversation of what men are supposed to do, what women are supposed to do, and all of these other glamorous things. But I just feel like if you have equal partnership in whatever you have going on, then it should all work out together.
Yeah. It shouldn't matter.
It should. It shouldn't, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
some people who like to just sit at home and watch TV all day, I can't do it. I mean, nothing against you because maybe you're getting paid for sitting at home watching TV.
Yeah, I don't.
I just can't. It's something about getting out there, speaking to my audience, meeting with my audience. So, hey, that's how I feel.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
So, what topics do you want to discuss tonight? Because we
It
always
don't matter.
together. I just
I
want
mean,
to,
it don't matter. Whatever you want to talk about.
whatever I want to talk about.
But, yeah, whatever.
Whatever I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Whatever. So, okay, let's see. Let's talk about because yesterday we had bad news on
Mm-hmm.
with us and everything, and he put on an amazing interview. We listened to his music, and I'm trying to focus and hone in on the community
Gotcha.
here in the Tri City area.
Gotcha.
And with that being said, so much has happened in the past few days with all of the killings, the shootings.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't even say, well, murders is what I'm gonna say. the shootings, all of these things. What is your take on that? Being a young, being I
Um,
won't say young, but being a black man in the Tri City
I
area.
mean, well, for one, we already, the odds is already against, you know what
Mhm.
I'm saying, by skin tone. You know, I think that right now, music that's being played has a very high influence on the younger generation
You
now.
think music?
Yeah, because the reason I say that is because when I was coming up, you know, my mom and dad, same household, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. But like we listened to the Jackson Fives, we listened to,
Mhm.
you know, Teddy Pendergrass, Al Green. We listened to like real music.
Right.
Now music is more catered to killing each other. You know what I'm saying? Or how
Mhm.
much money you have, or let's show out how much money I made today on this person or that, or let's rob this person. And that's not what we're used to. You know, I'm an 80s baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Okay.
from
Okay.
Alabama. You know, I'm an 80s baby. So, I mean, when it comes down to the content of the music nowadays, it's just directly catered to us as a culture, and you know, it's all negative. It's nothing positive. Even with the women, you know, it's teaching young women how to twerk instead of being a positive, strong individual woman and becoming a doctor. Well, it's cool to be a doctor. It's cool to go to school, you know.
Mhm.
But now it's making it seem like it's cool to just dance and twerk or make a cash. What is it? Fans only fans
Mhm.
to make money now, and it's just leading. It's good. It's painting the wrong picture.
I absolutely agree. Now, I will say on some parts, I'm kind of like iffy on. And one part that I am iffy on is how you mentioned about music being one of the things. And of course, you all, please feel free to comment because we want to hear how you feel as well because you are a part of our
Mm-hmm.
community. And I just feel like when it comes down to music, yes, I agree with
That's
that
one
part.
part. Yeah, that's one.
That's one.
Yeah,
But at the same time, what is happening at home?
exactly. That's the other part.
What is being said at home that can um, counterpart what your children are hearing? I
Or
have
seeing.
children,
Yeah.
and some of the music, they listen to some stuff. I'm like, what in the world is that?
Exactly.
What is that?
Mm-hmm.
But yet, because of my teachings, because of what I tell them, how I'm explaining to them, okay, yeah, that sounds all good, but at the end of the day, this is what you need to be doing when it comes down to getting your business done. When you're doing this is how you add up and calculate all your money. This is how
Yeah.
you save.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of that too is
Upbringing.
upbringing.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the main things. And also not allowing your kids to listen to everything. What scares me is I'm seeing where as a young man he was only 16 passed away from being murdered, right? And it's like where and when it happened, it was literally around like the 1 or 2 o'clock time frame. Where was the parents? Regardless if it's a single mother, single father home, where were the parents at the time to be like, why isn't my child at home? They're only this age. They should be doing this. This is where they should be, and how they should be doing this, that, and the third. But where are the parents when it comes down to these particular conversations?
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with
I mean,
sometimes music.
it's so many different avenues that you can look at that particular situation too. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you have some parents that work at night, you know what I'm saying, and they're
Yeah.
doing everything that they can to provide for their kids.
Okay.
And then you have some kids that they live with their older, you know, grandparents or whatever the case may be, and they're pretty much raising themselves because they
Makes
don't
sense.
have, you know, that monitoring all the
Mm-hmm.
time. So now they're in the streets. The streets have accepted them, and the last thing that I would hate to say, but it's true, is that they have their own money now. So you definitely can't tell them, hey, you know, pull your pants up, hey, say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Like you can't tell them anything now. So it's really like out of control.
I
So I
agree.
really don't know what we can do besides. I mean, we can get online and we can preach all day and have rallies and walk through neighborhoods. But if you're not active and you're out here and you're not the mentor that they're looking up to,
Mm-hmm.
then they're not gonna really respect what you're saying.
I agree. And on another thing that I did think about when it came down to the music aspect, I was out one evening with my sisters, and it was a group of grown individuals. I'm not talking about children. I'm talking about overly grown. And R&B was being played, and they were about to fight during R&B. So it's kind of like in my mind, I'm like, shouldn't this music make you want to love more? Capture the essence of what's in the room. All of these amazing, beautiful women in here, and you
It's
and this other man want to fight.
it's just so much hate. It's so much hate here.
Hmm.
This is, I mean, I love this city. I'm from here, born and raised, but it is so much hate that is sad. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
everybody's just doing what they can to better themselves. And I believe in the crab in the pot, the whatever, they don't want to see another make it out. I get that.
Hmm.
But the ones that's trying to make it out, they're not bothering anybody.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
what is it to hate on from somebody trying to better themselves? I never understood that. So that's why, I mean, I eliminated myself from a whole lot of people. I cut a lot of people off. And ever since I've been doing it, everything's just been taken off from me now.
Really?
So yeah, and I mean, it's
Do
just
you
what
think
we're
that's
doing.
because people aren't being honest with these particular individuals? Like, say for instance,
It's not genuine love.
okay.
It's more for a game. It's the love, the fake love for a game. That's what
So
I
like,
think.
what can I get out of JLi if I do this, and
Or
this?
attach myself to them.
And then once I get what I need,
Yeah,
then
it's
I'm like,
bye.
I can see that. I
Yeah.
definitely can see that because even in my industry, it's kind of like, how do you go and maneuver with all of that and everybody's fighting for the same spot? Like, I don't want to fight you for the spot. I just want to learn. I want
I
to.
mean, the spots is for you.
Do you think so?
I think so.
So
That's like
why
me
why
having
do
my
people
own
feel like they
business.
need to fight
That's
then?
like me having my own business. I've had my own business now for 6 years.
Hmm.
Nobody outside knows what it may be unless you're close to me like that.
Hmm.
Because I don't brag, I don't show it, I don't floss money and all that stuff from my business.
Right.
But that's my business. I set it up, I established it. I've been making my own money in my own lane. So why would anybody have something negative to say about what I'm doing?
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? Unless
That's
it's to,
true.
oh, I know he got it, so let me see what he has going on, because I
Hmm.
know he's making money. They find out your business and then they spread it and make it seem like you did
Oh,
something wrong.
and that's another thing. Some people just so nosy that the when they can't get the facts, they create their own narrative. I I'm not even gonna say I hate because hate is such a strong word. I know, but stop creating these unnecessary narratives when you know that it's all false.
Yeah,
How can you just?
I agree.
That bugs me.
It,
Like, you're gonna tell me what I'm doing. I would just be real. People try to tell. If I hear on the streets one more time, people trying to tell me who Kedra Nicole is dating, who Kedra Nicole is doing, what Kedra Nicole is doing, and all I'm doing is chilling at the crib, we got
yeah,
a problem.
it's a problem. It becomes a big issue, and it's only so much that you're gonna keep taking. On my end, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna keep, I respect everybody. Everybody out there knows. If you know me from growing up here, I've always been respectful. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And like I say, the era that I grew up, I'm an '80s baby. My all my relatives, even teachers, had the permission to lay it on me if I was out of line. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So everybody know that when I say yes, ma'am, or no, sir, I'm corrected instantly. You don't have to call me sir. You don't have to call me ma'am. But that's
Yeah, but
that's
that's
what
what
I
I.
that's what I know.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I would never be out here just being reckless, just being disrespectful, hating on the next individual. Like, I support everybody until
Absolutely.
I see that everybody's not genuinely supporting me, and when I back off, it's a problem.
Mhm.
Or when I'm doing what I do, it's a problem with everybody in the world. So, I mean, you got to really get to know people, man. And it's just I've seen more hate here, and I've seen more love outside of here than I've ever seen in my life.
But is it because you're not necessarily
I'm not in the cliques. That's
okay?
the first thing.
Let me see. I see Judy. I don't know. Rosier. She says, "Do you? Don't worry about the people.
Oh yeah, they
They
gonna do that.
hating all day." I agree,
They
Judy.
gonna hate.
I agree. They never gonna hate now.
Yeah, but see, when they hate like that, I don't know. I'm different, man. My family is huge, and we ain't, it's on the certain. It's so much you gonna keep pushing that panic button. You gonna keep dancing around it, and when you slip and hit that panic button, it's on.
That's kind of like
But
my
we're
family.
too old to, to be doing all that, man. Let's just do you and I do me. We do,
I'm not
we
gonna say
cool.
that's kind of like my family. That is definitely my
Yeah,
family.
like just
If I say right now, if I send out a message SOS, everybody pulling up.
yeah, I get it.
Everybody is pulling up, and I know one of my brothers for sure that you don't want to
But
see
but why?
because we're grown, so we shouldn't even
Exactly.
have to get to that
That's
side of
that's
the.
that's the image that we're painting. Like we're beyond
Mhm.
what's going on in the chatter and the bickering and the side subliminals. We beyond that
But
because
you
we're
keep poking the
adults.
bear.
Exactly.
Let me see. Johnny Clay. Oh, he said, spit that
Oh,
knowledge, cuzzo.
oh yeah,
All right then,
definitely.
Johnny. I hear you.
There's another cousin, man. Like I'm just
So
being.
y'all coming. If he
No,
pushed
I
the
mean,
SOS, y'all running now.
I mean,
Now let me tell you, my cousin sent me a
I got G on
hey G, I see you.
here.
My cousin, she sent me a message today and she says, um, people that keep saying, hey, you want me to pull up those cousins that say, you want me to pull up are the main ones that shy away from the entire conversation. Do you believe that? Or do you feel like you got some cousins that's really gonna pull up if they say,
Oh,
I'm
they
about to
really
pull
gonna
up?
pull up.
Let me see.
Charles,
I'm
like
trying.
Charles said, look, shout out to Charles Knight that's on here.
Hey Charles.
He's the guy that put me in the top rotation,
Mm-hmm.
or he feels like, hey, the song that you got is dope,
Okay.
and I want to put you on my top 5 list. But shout out to Charles Knight that's on here right now.
Okay.
He's down in Florida, and yeah, like like people, I appreciate the DJs.
Mm-hmm.
They actually paved the way for us. Some artists just get beside themselves, like, hey, I don't need to shout nobody out. I'm me. I do me. You know what I'm saying? But you wouldn't be where you are without DJs, without promoters booking you, and
Absolutely.
they basically guide your career with you. So I'm not just saying it just to get clout or anything like that, but I really appreciate genuine people that see genuine talent and they see something that you may not see. And you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So I respect, Mr. Knight, along with a lot of people. DJ Payne, got a lot of people, a lot of
I
DJs,
know. Shouts out to all of the dope
a
DJs.
lot of
Shouts
people.
out to all of the radio jocks, such as myself, radio hosts, the hosts of
Yeah.
different parties and stuff. People that are just out there really doing their thing. So
Yeah.
shouts out to you that's trying to keep things rolling, especially here in the Tri-City area. Because you hear people say all the time, it's nothing to do in Columbus.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's a lot to do. You just have to know
and
how
you
to
have to
do
be
it.
open to the possibilities and the
No one is
opportunities.
bigger than the music. Right.
No one is good. Okay. Charles Knight is really spending some knowledge over
Yeah.
here. Shouts out to him. I see you, News
Bad
Williams.
news,
Bad
yeah.
News is checking in.
Got bro, man. I got G on here. Yeah, like I say, we just work. We go to the
Absolutely.
studio. We in there. We work. We knock it out. We go back. We sit at this. We got a little spot called the round table. I can't let y'all know because somebody killed me. But we got a little round table. We go back to,
Mm-hmm.
and we just sit there and I'm sitting here usually. The other two sitting right here. Well, I can call that name because you don't know where it's at. So I can call that name. So you got Bird, you got G, and you got News, and we sit there. We basically we throw our ideas on the table, literally. Like, okay, what can we do next? What can happen next? What can we do better? What did we do where we feel like we messed up at that we can improve? Like, so we sit there and we actually talk about these things.
Right.
Which I feel like it's a label. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you're already family.
Absolutely.
But when you're doing business with major labels, you never get that chance to express yourself without you being out of line, out of pocket, or you can't speak, how you feel. You just have to do what they tell you to do. So that's the difference between the market that we're in.
So it's basically about connecting and having true friendships and family. And you can't trust everybody.
No, you can't.
Because you got people that'll say, oh, you my sis, you my bruh, you my this, you're my that, we fam. And then as soon as they feel like they about to get their head over the water, they
Yeah, I mean, I've been seeing a lot of stuff been just happening lately, all of a sudden. I've been like News said yesterday. Bro was like, yo, I've been doing Southern Soul 6 months. Because we had an interview, yesterday with Iceberg. So shout out to him too. But he's been a major key in my life and career. I introduced, him the bad, and basically was like, hey, this is my brother, you need to get him on here, get him on these gigs, and he said it's done. So we had an interview yesterday, and Bad made the comment that he said, how long you been doing music? He said, I've been doing music pretty much my whole life, but the Southern Soul I've been doing it 6 months. He said, well, how did you get the link with Sir Soul? He was like, well, either you can tell me yes or no. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the truth about it. So I reached out to him, and he told me, yes, come through. I came through. We did a song, and he said, I can't let you leave because you're talented.
Absolutely.
So that's his blessing. So why would anybody want to hate against what this man is doing for not only himself, but he's setting up his kids for the future. You know what I'm saying? He has a family.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, any man that hate on another man for doing better for themselves, like, that's just a personal issue.
And that's another thing that will trickle down to your kids.
Yeah.
They see you acting like that. Because one thing about kids, they hear everything that you say. I don't care if you in a room by yourself. They're going to hear everything that you say. And if you doing all that trash talking about somebody, about something that you supposedly don't like or you trying to figure out, that rubs off on them. And they feel like that's the right thing to do because you are the person that they're looking up to. You are the person that's supposed to be setting the standard in their lives. And then now it's a big deal.
You're only strong as your weakest link.
I agree. Now, one thing I will say, my mother said on Sunday, for those that know me, you know that I'm a pastor's kid and a bishop's kid. And my mom preached on Sunday, well, last Sunday, and she says, a true leader will be willing to bring more people in. And while bringing people in, they're willing to push those people because what they fail to realize is as they are pushing those individuals, they're moving in the right direction too.
Exactly.
That's a true leader. And that
Even
should
if
be.
they don't see the direction that you're going in.
But you know where, and I feel like that goes for every situation, relationships. It goes for your household. It goes for work, business, whatever you have going on. That's just.
Oh yeah, we just talking. Like we just having a real talk today. Like we just having a real talk. What's up tomorrow?
Oh yes. Hey Arthur, Vicky Batiste. I hope I said that right. Shouts out to all of the viewers on JaLi's live. Shouts out to all the viewers here. I see you guys coming in now. Y'all probably going back and
We got
forth.
like 5 cameras.
Yeah, we have like about 10, 20 cameras up in this joint about to make it happen.
We just talking real talk.
Yeah, because it's needed.
Yeah, it's needed.
It's definitely needed.
I love everybody. Until you give me a reason to just cut that off. But it's just the love part. I just cut it off, and then I can be cold hearted, but I'm not going to intentionally just let you know. Like,
now, I love everybody because I've been told that that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to love everybody. Now, according to the word of God, but you ain't gotta like everybody. So I'm gonna love you, but that does not mean that I have to like you.
Yeah, I see my sister. My sister the worst when it comes to that.
What?
Yeah, she the worst. Like
if she don't like you, that's it. I don't blame her. I'm the same way. If I don't like something, I don't like something, and I'm going to tell you.
But it's how you tell, right?
It depends on what you did for me not to like it.
I mean,
or for me not to like you.
I got you. I can't argue about that. I got you.
Because I mean, why would I go into a situation and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry that you almost cut my throat, but I just don't like you because of that"? Or am I going to go in and be like, listen, I don't like the way you try to cut my throat.
Yeah.
I don't know who you think you are, but what you're not going to do.
Yeah.
So it just depends on the situation. Sometimes I can just walk away and just, I got you. I'm a Leo too, so.
Yeah. But I'm more forgiving though. I mean, but that's just.
But you're a Sagittarius. Exactly. How?
I mean, it's because how I was brought up. I mean, I get into the signs, but everything that's posted about a sign ain't necessarily true. See?
Yes. See, you all for it. I'm so.
But it's just how we was brought up. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if you don't like, let's say for instance, you just don't like me, it's gonna irk me to try to understand. Like I ask myself, like, what have I ever done to anybody for them to just hate me? And I can never understand it, and I can never get a real reason. If you really ask somebody, like, if you just walk up and say, "Hey, why do you really hate me?" They could never tell you.
No.
But it's usually because of somebody else that didn't like you. They're convincing others to not
planting
really.
unnecessary seeds.
Yeah.
And I
And
get
they
that.
actually grow here. Yeah, but that's the sad part. It grows here.
Hmm.
So me, I just stay out of the way. But when you continuously keep doing it, then it has to get addressed
Somebody hear me.
somewhere.
Somebody hear me. I'm not forgiving like that.
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I,
I guess so.
I listen.
See, Team Leo, they saying gang gang.
Yes, Team Leo. I'm 820. So I don't know what y'all got, but I'm 820. But one thing about it, okay, so here's my thing. I have a different way of forgiving. Let me tell you what it is now. Let me tell you. I ask God to clean my mind and my heart. Yeah, I feel you. Whitney Hill, shouts out to you because
Yeah,
we are on it, honey.
yeah,
Oh, that's your sister. Okay.
yeah,
I knew the name from it.
yeah.
But when I tell you, I have to just ask God, God, just clear my heart because I don't want that negative burden to be on my shoulders. And I don't want to be so much in the wrong that you can't open up doors so I can be in the right. And that's my way of forgiving that person. But I'm not gonna try to figure it out because I don't care how you feel. I'm not trying to sit up here and ask you, so why don't you? I don't care.
But yeah, like you shut it down. Like me,
I do.
I just ask myself, like, okay, well, what? Because I know my personality and I know me.
Hmm.
And like I say, a lot of people everywhere will tell you, like, I've never been just this bad, evil person. Like, I've never
Yeah.
been that person. So it's gonna
You
like,
trying to say I'm a baby?
no, no,
I'm
no.
just playing.
You know, but it's just one of the things where it make you question yourself, like,
It
what?
does.
You know, like I've
Because
never been.
you're the common denominator
Yeah,
in the situation, and I get it. But at the same in the same breath, you have to still be like, you know what? I don't care what you think and how you feel because I know who I am.
yeah,
So me questioning you, me asking you, me going through all that doesn't even matter.
yeah. It's a lot of jealousy, man. We was just talking about that earlier.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just a lot of jealousy, you know, and
it's
that's where
sad.
why I get more love outside of here than I do here. Like, for instance, I don't really care to see it, but you are the only person here that has played my music.
Really?
It's nothing against anybody else
Of
at
course,
all.
yeah, yeah.
But if my music is not fit for a certain criteria or it doesn't fit a certain genre, that's cool.
Hmm.
But I know that you got it.
Yeah.
And that was my whole mission, just to say, hey, you know, this is what I got, this is what I've been working on. I appreciate you, and I gave it to them. And if they can't play it, it's cool. But at least I know you got it.
Hmm.
So when I see you, I want you to say, well, yeah, man, you gotta never get it.
Yeah, because you know you
Yeah,
lying.
come on, yeah, come on.
Y'all know y'all got this man music.
Yeah, but
Y'all know you heard Try Me.
but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But like I tell everybody, and this is just game. You work here. You know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
got, you know, my people got studios here. You got people that do the top notch pictures here. You got people that do the websites here. And these people are like the best of the best.
Right.
And that's all that I've ever wanted, the highest quality. When you see my stuff, I want it to be compared. You can lay it next to the next big thing that's already out
Because
versus
it is
me
a lot
just
of
not
talent
caring
here.
and just, you know what I'm saying? So when you put your stuff together like that and it's all a strategy
Yeah.
and it's all a vision.
Hmm.
Like you can't just, if you see what I'm doing, you can't just jump in the lane with what you see me doing and think it's gonna work for you.
Hmm.
I've only been doing Southern Soul 1 month, to be honest, and
You
you know
can't
that.
tell it. I know, but you
So,
can't tell it that it's only been one
but that's
month.
because I sat down and I had to reinvent myself, and I had
Hmm.
to say, you know what? Let me take this into consideration. Let me try this. Let me find some producers that can do this type of music, that can really do this type of music. Shout out to JJ. Like, and then we sat down and I had all the beats and stuff on my phone where I was beatboxing and making sounds
Oh,
to
you
how
should
I
have
wanted.
told me that.
Yeah, I'm just
You gonna
saying.
be
So that
bop tonight?
and then that's how I reached out to JJ,
Right.
and we sat down in the living room and he brought his stuff over and worked.
Yes.
You see what
Listen,
I'm saying?
but one thing about me, I kind of
You gotta have a
put
vision.
my pinky toe over the line from
Yeah.
time to time, and we're gonna make it work. We're gonna
I
make
mean,
it
we
happen.
gonna push the boundaries,
Oh,
but you can't.
absolutely.
But I don't expect nobody to be mad at me for me been doing my vision. Like that's what we ain't gonna do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just what it is. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, just everybody working, man. shout out to my brother Bad. He was like, that's really my brother. Like, I don't have to. And, you know, like, we just having this open conversation. So,
Yeah, of
people, you
course.
know, however people say it, they gonna twist it. But
Be candid
that's
about
that's
what you
my that's
feel.
my brother, man. Like, we played. My dad coached us when we were younger,
Hmm.
and we were playing flag football together. That's when I knew him as his real name. You know, if y'all know him, y'all know him. But
Right.
you know, that's my dad coached us. You know what I'm saying? The guy that owned the body shop in Phoenix City, the biggest body shop, was the head coach. My dad was assistant. So I've been knowing this man that long.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So we always had fun. And when we got older, he decided to rap, and that's what he was doing. I left, and I was joining groups and doing, you know, I had to deal with Geffen. We had another deal that was, you know, that we were in and out of, and I just started doing my own thing, man. So I've been around the big wigs in the music industry. I know what they look for. I know what they like. I know what they're going to critique. And I was the one that was literally just sit back watching everything. I didn't talk much.
Hmm.
So when I took all the knowledge that I
Now I
seen,
can't get them to be quiet.
yeah, but
Y'all.
see, when I see y'all, when I noticed everything that they were doing,
Yeah.
that was for my game.
Absolutely.
Just not
Because you
speaking
just
and
want to
just
learn.
listening and watching. And then when I took all of that stuff and I invested it in me and put my money into it, it started instantly clicking and taking off of me.
Absolutely.
So I have a vision. I know where I'm trying to go. I know what I'm trying to do. I've been doing it forever. So, I mean, I write my own music. I don't need nobody to write it for me, but I've had songs where I've had people to write. Shout out to Gab Beats. Gab Beats gave me a joint. He was like, yo, check this out. King of the Bama gave me a joint before he wrote. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not out here just making it seem like, oh, I'm just doing
Do it by yourself.
Yeah, you know, like I'll take a song like it's dope. Let's just work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just been my musical background. Like I've never, you know, I never seen what he was doing and wanted to do this. But back to Bad, you know, it's just like me and him been friends forever.
Well, we definitely appreciate what you bring to the table. Hey, Dad, I see you watching. Hey, everybody that is tuning in, shouts out to you all. And what you know me, I've said it I think since we actually met, that I got you. Whatever I can do to contribute, and I know it goes both ways, um, from here to there. So I'm definitely excited about everything that you're doing, everything that you have coming your way. You know, oh, I agree. Shoot.
I'm a man, me and Bad. I don't know what we gonna do and how we gonna work this because we gonna be so busy, man. It's just it's unimaginable right now. Like seriously, every day, every day that we wake up, for one is a blessing.
Absolutely.
And then on top of the blessings is more blessings because like me and him talk all the time. We talk every day, and the management talk every day. And the only thing we talk about is being better. How can we be better today than we were yesterday?
And another thing that I do even like about even our friendship is that we know we always use the power of prayer. Hey Nick, I see you in the room. I always use power of prayer, and anybody that knows me knows I stop in the middle of a room and just start praying because that's just how I am. And I definitely, and I remember we talked about that on that other interview about praying with people that are around you. Period. It doesn't even have to be a relationship because I don't even want to say relationship because folks don't think that we together. But never mind. But even being able to sit down with each other and just pray and ask God to lead and guide. Because I think a lot of people have gotten away from that. Whomever you decide to pray to, that's up to you. But you should believe in some kind of a higher being to help guide you and help you with that path or that walk or whatever. Because there's some doors that only I'll be able to fit in, or only you'll be able to fit in.
Well, I think also not to get off subject, but we were talking about what can we do for the community with the youth and how it's out of control now. I think like me coming up, Ada's baby again. We went on Saturdays. We were in church at Crowers. So if you went to Franchise Missionary Baptist Church, you know what I'm talking about.
Shouts out to Franchise Missionary Baptist.
We would actually be, we would get dropped off about 11 every Saturday morning. We would eat. We would do choir rehearsal. We would have Bible study. We would have that was a routine growing up in the household. But not only in the household, it was in the community.
Absolutely.
Because everybody that graduated around my time frame, they went to either the same church or we were doing the same thing. That's missing now. You don't have any recreational centers that's really having
COVID
programs.
did not help with that.
You know what I'm saying? And now you just got kids that's out here just wild.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? There's no disrespect to him. You know, I respect every kid, every teenager. So it's not about, you know, different sides or games or nothing like that. I just wish that it was more people that can get involved to show them like you use that energy and put it over here. Or have or take up buildings or rent buildings and bring these kids in and let them play basketball and different things like that. Like they don't have anything in the community for them.
I
You see
would
a lot of the
agree.
little league kids, they playing football, but their parents out there, and
Mhm.
that's big now, that's major.
Mhm.
So we don't have anything from that age group after them.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? We don't have anything for them. So only thing they're doing is imitating what they're saying.
Mhm.
I want to be a rapper now. Like you got a million people that want to be a rapper,
Everybody want to be a
but
rapper.
your career in it is not as long.
I can't rap.
I know, but everybody is
Wait,
not like that. But you know, like
I was gonna
I'm
say
just
I know
no,
so
I'm
quick.
no,
Wait,
you
wait,
know, I
no.
know you're
Let's
not a rapper. I understand that,
wait.
but you don't have nothing for them to do. Like you don't have nothing for kids to do now.
That's true. That's true. But I do know some amazing individuals, such as our church, Healing Stream Ministry. Shouts out to you all that actually get out into the community, especially around in this area. My sister, she has a nonprofit organization called uh, Love Epidemic. The Love Epidemic group, we actually get out into the community. And of course, if anybody else knows of any other nonprofit organizations or any churches that are doing something, let us know about it. And don't do something.
They're gonna hate on this. Why?
I don't like last minute things. So don't try to come in at the last minute trying to figure it out.
But look, why don't they
Hey,
publicize that?
Onika, I see you. Who don't?
I'm just saying, like they glorify everything else that's not related to
Because
saving
people
lives.
like
But
drama.
they say
Drama sells. I mean, that's why they get out there and they get on live and all they want to do is do the busted challenge. Nothing wrong with it, you know. I did my own,
I was
but
just gonna ask
I
you
kept
this.
it to myself, you know, because my knees weren't good that day.
I got you.
And
Just that day.
yeah, just
Okay.
that day.
Got you.
Just that day.
I got you.
Don't get it twisted now. Don't get it twisted now. Once I get my Bengay on, then I'm good.
All right.
But I just, but what I'm saying is, if you have something and that you're trying to reach out to the community, we got to figure out another way around the drama
Yeah,
to
we
bring
just
more
sharing
light to
love.
it.
We just sharing love. Me and Lee, the whole thing, we just sharing love. That's all we about. Love.
Yeah.
Jeff, he stay on me. JaLi, good. Everything I heard, yeah, good. I just want, I have to ask. I got to make sure y'all in there, you know, straight up, like, good.
Right.
So when you have people that genuinely care about you like that, man, it's like you can't ask for nothing better.
And y'all, please use the spirit of discernment, because you have some people out there that will smile in your face all the while they're trying to take your place. The backstabbers.
I got
Backstabbers.
that tatted on me too. You gotta guard your heart with all
Oh,
diligence.
yes.
Out of it flows the issues.
And and let me tell you, and that's why I'm so tough like I am now. Because I used to be
Let people run over
no,
you.
no.
Okay.
Wait,
I'm just
hold
saying.
up, wait. Let me tell you what it was. I used to be so open in loving people, like really,
Available.
yeah. I was really available for everybody. And then I realized, when it was my turn or when I needed something, when I desired something, those same people that I was there for or assisted or helped, they were nowhere to be found, or they found the reason to
Not be there.
not be there. Or I don't like when you.
I get that too. We just talking real talk today.
No. That I don't like the way that feels.
That's your new name of your show? We just talking real talk?
We can do
We
real
just
talk.
talking.
We
Yeah, like
winding
we just
down for the
talking. Because
nighttime.
they want to ask me, you know, a lot of questions and stuff like that. So I'm good. Whatever y'all want to ask,
Y'all,
y'all got
whatever
any
questions y'all have, I gotta do my hands like this.
Just say that again. Yeah, like
Whatever
just,
questions y'all have.
like the team, like the team, like everybody.
Who's on this team?
Man, look, we probably got 5 or 6 people on this team, and it looked like we got 200 people salary, how we work.
Come on.
But you shouldn't hate me because of that, because we got a whole team.
Which I just message to.
Okay.
I don't know what it said. Tell them who is JLi. What's your next move? Ooh, I like that. Who is JLi? That's the first one.
JaLi is an individual that he's just the individual that works hard, gets along with everybody, loving, caring, kind, understanding. Um, but JaLi is also an artist that he has to be an artist, not an a-hole, as they would say, because that's never been me. Not arrogant, because arrogance can cause you to be your own worst enemy, which a lot of people don't understand that either in the world today, which we see a lot of. And being better than the next, which cuts your blessings on what you're trying to do, and then you're hating, you find yourself hating on the next person that's not doing what you're doing, but you don't understand that's stopping your blessings as well. So JaLi is just a person that he's an artist. You know, I love to dress, I love to smell good, I love to look nice. Hey, it's on.
He smell alright, y'all. He took a bath today,
see,
so that's
we
good.
was just talking about hate, but you know, it's just one of them things, man, where you gotta.
He does smell good.
JaLi is just, it's a brand, and the brand represents positive energy, positive vibes. I dress well. I just want to be a protege for younger guys and let them know, like, hey, I want to be like him. Which I've had a lot of people say, I love the way you dress, where you buy this, where you get that, and I see them with it on. It don't bother me. At least I can inspire you. If I can inspire you and encourage you, then I've done my job. If it's just one person that can say, hey, I love what you're doing, I've done my job. Now, if I was out here killing somebody and all that, I'd be the number one person on the headline. You see what I'm saying? They'll write a whole story.
Well, I don't know about number one because there's so many people killing. They're trying to steal that spot.
I mean, that's glorified.
Okay, so wait, let me see. Whitney, she also asked, what is your next move? And then we're going to get to what's your fears in being an artist, a big artist.
I think my fear of being a big artist is, it's just watching my back all the time. I think it'll be out of jealousy of somebody like trying to intentionally hurt me because they've seen the growth. I think that'll be my fear. Other than that, I mean, the money will come. I'm not praising money. When it comes, it comes. It happens, it happens. You know, there's been times I've done a lot of stuff for free, and I never complained about it. But that built a relationship with who I was dealing with. You see what I'm saying? So now they say, well, look, I know you did this for me then. Now I have this.
But I understand where your fear could come from. But I also feel as though when you have the right people in your corner, like you already stated, and on top of that, by you having God in the center of everything. Like everybody wants to say, I want God to be the head and not the tail. No, I need God to be in the center because I need the.
But they don't pray like that now.
I need
always God. I'm ready for this deal. I'm ready for you to give me what I deserve. Like you're gonna get it on His time. It don't work on your time.
Who says that anybody's deserving of
anything?
I
know, but I've seen people say, I don't know what God waiting on. He just need to go and bless me. Like, oh, you definitely done. You see what I'm saying? Like I've been through everything that I've been through. I appreciate it, even though I felt like at one point in life, like I wasted a lot of years with a lot of people. I should.
Well, let me say something about that prayer.
Yeah.
Because there be moments when, like I told you earlier, it's been a time or two that I have slid down my shower wall. You hear me? And I'm like, well, God, you know I've done this. I'm so deserving. Why aren't you blessing me yet? And I just have to be real about that. Some people don't want to be real about it, but I am. And it kind of opens me up to say, okay, it gives me a reset button.
Yeah, you gotta get the reset button. It's just like what he just said. He said you gotta know your purpose in God's plan. Like you have to.
But sometimes we may not know everything that He has planned for us.
But
if you're open and willing to walk in His purpose,
He has removed me from so many super talented people that I've admired people that were just around me that could I'm not the greatest singer in the world. I admit that. It's singers out there that they can sing,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not about that. When you find your own lane and you master your lane and what God has blessed you with, that's when your blessings come.
Yeah.
Because you're being yourself. You're being who He made you to be, not anybody else, not imitating anybody. So I definitely believe in that. Um, yeah, and the team stay covered. You know, before we go on the road, we pray. We pray individually. We may pray together.
I have prayed in the club before.
Yeah, that's it.
Lord, just protect me, cause I know I'm not supposed to be out here, but I'm gonna come out here, cause
Oh, yeah, you know.
I got what? I just gotta be honest. Y'all don't pray while y'all in the club. So y'all really gonna sit here and say y'all don't pray while y'all in the club.
Yeah, that we make it home because you probably can't see. I can tell you some stories about them nights.
Oh, I know
Ooh,
some stories.
jeez,
I know some stories.
man, I can give you some
Shouts out to
stories,
B Mills agreeing with me because I'm telling you,
man.
I remember going to a concert and I don't know what, I think I fell asleep.
Oh, man, I ain't gonna do my sister like
I
that.
fell asleep at this
Yeah,
concert.
yeah. I ain't gonna do that like that.
And all of a sudden somebody started shooting. And the way I was asleep, I just rolled onto the floor and stayed there. And I'm thinking like, no, I wasn't even drinking. That's the craziest part. I
I'm
was
talking
just
about when you
tired.
actually drinking and you
Well,
fall asleep in the club with the shades on and it look like you just
I feel like you telling somebody's story. Don't tell nobody's
yeah,
story.
it's somebody's story. They know who it is.
Don't tell nobody's story. I
But
don't
when
like
you got
that.
like when you got on stage like this and your head is like this in the middle of a whole club and the music is
Blaring.
how they say pumping.
Yes, it was lit. That night it was lit, and I was knocked out. I was like this, but you know what? I think I did because around that time frame, that's when X-rated. Do y'all remember that drink for all the grown folks? It was a pink drink called X-rated, and I used to drink that mixed with Sprite, and that was my drink of choice. And matter of fact, I wasn't drunk, but I was real tipsy, and I was tired because I had just left from school because I was at CSU.
That's the worst when you tired and
And I was sitting there like this. For people that are watching live, I was sitting there like this, and I was lit. It was a concert going.
and you tired.
I think it was either Waka Flocka there or Gucci Man there with Big Gucci, not little Gucci, Big Gucci. And it was at Ritmo Latino. Remember that?
I can't.
It was at Ritmo Latino, and I was just sitting there, and I was doing like this, and all of a sudden
So
I heard.
you went around when they had Davis downtown? Man.
Yeah. Club Oxygen, all that stuff.
No, we was Dailies and After Five. From when it was the old After Five over by the steakhouse. Like, the shopping center. Yeah, we was over there.
I couldn't go back to the After Five over there because somebody called themselves trying to jump my sister, and they called me out of my bed, and so had to go in there. That was in my young days, you know. But you know, I'm a lot better now.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. We might have to leave you at the house too.
No,
we have to leave everybody at the house.
Don't leave me at the house.
There's a lot of y'all who have to leave at the house.
Let me see who I got. This Whitney. Whitney, tell them don't leave me at the house. Man. Don't leave me at the house.
It was Davis, Mario.
Let me tell you.
What was the other one by Sky? We did Sky for a minute,
but the main one, and for whatever reason, it seemed like at Ritmo Latino they would always start shooting there. And then there was another little hole in the wall over there. Shoot, what is the name? Because he used to have college parties there, and I used to be a bartender. I made a bunch of money as a bartender too.
What was your favorite drink? X-ray.
Then?
Yeah. Man, we were so heavy on them Long Island iced teas.
No, I was never a Long Island person.
I had to retire because.
Okay, so college days, we used to be, and I know this is so bad. We used to be on Mr. Boston. We used to be on Patron when that first came out. Grey Goose, X-rated. Dang, what else? But now I'm a little bit classier because I look out for my weight. So I drink Tito's and Sprite with a splash of pineapple.
Never had it. I
Um,
had Tito's.
I don't like fruity drinks. I'm not a fruity drink,
And when I tell you,
and I love wine.
the Long Island, back then,
Mm-mm. Oh, or the liquid marijuanas back in the
I don't
day
want no more of them.
at Spices.
I don't want no more of them.
You remember those?
I remember they still there.
They
What you
still.
mean remember?
I'm
They still
saying,
there.
but you remember those drinks?
Man, listen, like what you said, nothing. The plastic bottles, they out there. We can't do no plastic bottles.
Oh,
What's
that
the other
Mr.
one that's got
Boston.
the Burnets, something like that?
The
Barrettes, or whatever you call it. It got 100 flavors.
dang, it was this one drink. My
Super cheap.
my best friend. Shouts out to my best friend Val. We went to Atlanta. I'm just well, not everybody knows this story. Well, some people do, but anyway, we went to Atlanta for St. Patrick's Day, and I can't remember what club we went to, but we stayed at her sister's house, which was around the corner from said club. And we drank this thing, but it's called Octane. I think that's maybe what you're talking about. Octane has Everclear in there and a whole bunch of other.
You trying to get yourself out of your face.
Let me tell you, when we walked out the club,
Oh my jeez.
so I'm giving you a funny story, so I need you to stop thinking about your funny story, right?
Man, I got so many funny stories.
So let me tell you, I gotta take my shoes
Especially
off.
with my sister on here.
I gotta take my shoes off and show you what I did.
Right.
So we walked outside, and a police officer, well, him and his partner was sitting in their car just to, protect the scene or whatever. So I walked straight over there to them. What y'all doing? I'm all in the car. What y'all doing? What? I didn't throw them, but I did my shoes like that in the car. Same time. Well, my heel was a little bit taller than this, and I threw him on his lap, and he looked up at me. I said, "Let me see the game you playing," because he was playing the game. I remember. We were supposed to get locked up that night.
Yeah, you were. But you didn't.
We did. The grace of God, because I prayed before I went into that club. I'm telling you, the power of prayer. Don't you knock it. Don't you knock it. If you knock it, you lying.
For real,
Anywhere. Imagine if I wouldn't have prayed. Oh, I was gonna go to jail now. I was real pretty too.
They would have put the handcuffs on it and put you in the front seat.
In the front, yeah.
Turn the radio on.
I was real cute too. So my hair was all froed out. I had on my nude heels. I remember. And we were both gone off of Octane. So what's your funny story?
I don't know which one to tell you.
You can give me one. I'll match you.
I don't think you can match.
Oh, I can match you all day.
You ever stop at a green light? Okay. So you got me. Well, I thought the light was. Well, I thought it was red, but it was green. I'm sitting there in cars just alone. I'm sitting there like waiting on it to turn green, and it's already green. I had them nights. You know what I'm saying?
The power of prayer, man.
Yeah, man, 'cause you could have moved.
I'm telling you, it was. I don't even think we could. And then, it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, but y'all asked the question. We gonna be here for.
Oh, you went straight to jail? Oh no, Whitney, no. It's all right. We all have a jail story. Let me tell you about my jail story. I went the day before I went to jail. I'm not gonna tell y'all the story on that one, but I will tell you the day before I went to jail, I had just got my hair done. I was looking fine. You can just answer it. We'll be right back, people. And I was looking fine, baby. My hair was freshly cut and everything else. Couldn't tell me nothing. So I'm excited. And I think you can go. I think our guest is about to be showing. Our other guests are the fabulous guests going to be showing up momentarily. So what I'm going to do is play a few songs over here, and of course, if you're unsure where you can find me, you can. If you look on my page, you'll be able to see that I am live on the podcast as well. I'll stay live here because I want you all to get to know these amazing people that are surrounding me. And I'm about to go live on 95.3_smooth RNB when this beautiful lady walks into the room. So y'all stay tuned in and locked in. Once again, I am your girl, Kedra Nicole, right here on 95.3 Smooth R&B and the brand new home of the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. So while the music is playing there, I'm gonna still keep you all occupied. I'm actually gonna do a little bit of shifting because I want to make sure that we can get both of these amazing people into this tight little niche right here. So give me 1 second, y'all.
This the platinum.
Um,
Yeah, Angela. So yeah. Probably.
because I don't think this is right enough.
It may.
That's the track. Let's just lay it over. This is what the other track is doing. So this last bit. All right, everybody. I do apologize for stepping away like I did, but I definitely had to get everything started back up. Welcome, all of the Instagram viewers. I am your girl, Kedra Nicole, the host of Night Moves every Monday through Thursday from 9 p.m. until 12 in the morning. And let me tell you, I have two amazing people with me on tonight. You all know my guy, JLi the Gentleman. And we've actually been like chopping it up all this time. And we've had an amazing conversation with getting to know who JLi is. We were just swapping funny stories. I don't think I've never stopped at a green light, but we're going to keep it there.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it there.
We're not going to rehash the past. And the next amazing guest that I have for this evening is the one and only J Fabulous. Not only is she a film producer, but she is a screenwriter. She is absolutely amazing in the industry. And we are going to have her. When I tell y'all, I've been excited about this all week. I have. I really have. So I'm just telling you, I know that we're gonna make it happen. So come on into the room, Miss J Fabulous. You can come sit right here next to me. Just slide on in, get a little close.
Okay now.
Get a little close. Ooh, hi J. What's up? Hey.
Okay now. Oh, this is comfortable.
Yes, ma'am. So
Y'all been having fun with that one?
Yeah. we
just a
did.
little bit. You gotta slide over just a little more. Let me
Good.
see where I can slide through. Okay, there you go. I just want to make sure everybody was comfy.
Oh, this is good.
It's good.
Yes.
How are you? How was the trip?
I'm good.
Clear this out the way because we don't.
But you know the devil tries to stop you anyway.
Always.
But it's a lie, because I'm here.
Absolutely.
I'm here.
So let them know your resume. Let's break this down because.
My resume is very long. But right now, the important part of the resume is I've been enjoying myself with acting, writing, producing, and it has been a exciting ride for me because I love it. When you love something you do, you get into it, you take it, and you run with it. And
Absolutely.
that's what I do.
Now that's exactly what we were talking about. How this is more than just oh, this is just a job, or we're just trying to get the money, or whatever else.
Right.
This is really something that we absolutely enjoy, from radio to singing to writing and being an actress. And
Exactly.
so I'm telling you, if y'all don't know who this lady is, and let me make this perfectly clear, don't you try to look on my page and try to add this beautiful soul right here. You will not disturb her peace. Let me make that clear. Y'all just not gonna disturb her peace. And the first time I ever met this woman right here, her vibe was so amazing.
So was yours. Yes. Awesome.
We clicked.
Felt it immediately.
We really clicked. And let me tell you, she was like, "All right, sis." I was like, "Oh, I'm sis. I like it."
Yeah, when you make that step, you up there.
Oh
You in
yeah.
there.
Ooh, all right, sis. I was like, "Okay, sis." It was like, "Okay, sis." I was like, "Cool, cool, cool." So I'm just overwhelmed with the love that I've received from you.
Exactly. It goes both ways.
And the fact that we can communicate and being women in power. That's a big ordeal. Black women are, as some like to say, African American women.
Yeah.
Black women in power. And you move the room. You shake the room.
I'm moving. I'm shaking. So you better catch on. Tag on, hold on, because I'm going for a good ride. If you're going to be on that train, you better get on it.
Absolutely. So we were talking about earlier about the haters and how they have tried to come in and shift things around and be not only Peter but Judas at the same time. I don't even know how that's possible, but they have. What is your take? How do you handle the haters?
I'll just keep going. I don't pay attention to it. I hold my head up higher and keep rolling, because if you let it phase you or you think about it, it's going to bring you down.
Absolutely.
If you feed into it, answer into it, anything of that nature, you're going to be right there with them, feeding into it, carrying the line for them, carrying that fan or whatever. Don't do it. Don't do it. You turn around, think positive, and take another route. Go your route.
Yes.
So take one that has a positive vibe to it, and get going.
Yes.
Don't do it.
And I think that's another thing that I've been trying to push, just not allowing the negativity and people's unnecessary narratives about me to take over what I'm trying to do or what God is trying to manifest for myself, for my family, for my friends, for my sis, So that's the main thing. So with your industry, how were you able to kind of tap into? Now you don't have to give them all your secrets because they're gonna have to learn on their own. But just give us a little snippet on how you're able to tap into what you do.
Well, I started long years ago, and I'm kind of quiet. I walk quietly, but I learn and do things when I'm doing my job. It's like a secret mission where you don't have to make a lot of noise. You don't have to talk loud. You don't have to let everyone know, let the world know what you're doing. You start your mission, complete the project, and then you get out there.
Right.
But that's the best way I found. But I started this journey. I learn every day. I don't stop learning. And the industry itself, right? Just at all of it. It's not easy. It's a mission, just like any job. It's a way of you learning as you go along, and you never stop learning. But it's not it tire you out. It does tire you out. Not gonna lie. But it's enjoyable at the same time if your heart is into it. You can do it. Anyone can do it.
Y'all heard?
Anyone.
Never not discourage y'all. Sis said, J Fabulous said, or she's sister me. She's J Fabulous to you all. Okay. So J Fabulous said, anyone can do it. You have to remain positive. You can't give up. You got to keep pushing.
Don't give up.
Because if in the process of giving up, that could be your breakthrough, your breakout. So what projects do you have coming up?
Well, right now, the most important projects, which are all important, but right now, we have a TV show called Bonfire Nights TV show. It is a cross between In Living Color and Drink Champs. If anyone can recall those two very popular shows. We bring something a little bit back for you, some entertainment, laughter, everything. And I can't wait.
I like living single now. I used to like that. I still do.
Oh yeah.
I still do.
Everyone loves living color. And it's the best thing.
Good,
You
man.
gotta bring something back. So that's what we did, brought something back. It's an awesome show. Just keep you laughing. And actually we're gonna be starting the first show is gonna be starting in a couple of weeks, sometime this month. It'll first show on YouTube. We're also having a screening for everyone to come out. There'll be invites, etc. We're gonna have a screening in Atlanta for the show. Hopefully you guys can make it out. Love to have you.
I'll definitely be there.
Also, at the same time, you can also follow the show on all the IGs. They're all Bonfire Nights TV show. That is to follow the show on all their own social media platforms. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's all Bonfire Nights TV show. So
Bonfire
very
Nights
easy to
TV.
find.
Absolutely. So I'm definitely making sure that you go like, subscribe, share, because how can you get this stuff out there if nobody wants to share, nobody wants to participate,
That's right.
nobody wants to unless their name is in the lights.
Mhm.
So you're not
But
gonna
no,
do that.
follow and like, and you never know what you may get out of it. I may be giving away some prizes that day, so you never know.
I
I
like
see
it.
you following and a constant follow, you never know what you'll get from it.
And you see how fabulous she is. So only imagine what you can gain from all of this. Now, I know I've been waiting on you to spill the beans about it.
What am I gonna spill now? What am I gonna tell?
Who else? Who else is a part of all of this?
The best part is my friend, my name man here. He's been awesome. You know, he came up to Atlanta last weekend. He did an awesome performance for me. It's also in the show. I'm not gonna say what part, what day, but he did a nice performance along with one of my executive producers. He did an awesome job, and that is Columbus, Georgia's very own,
Uh-huh.
very own,
Very own. JaLi.
JaLi.
The gentleman.
Oh, he is a gentleman, ladies. Let
He
me tell you.
is.
Whoever get this man, they're gonna be a lucky woman because he is a gentleman to his heart.
He
He
is.
deserves the right woman that is a classy woman, without a doubt. Don't skip a beat, because I'm gonna
Absolutely.
come at you. Um,
Say that one more time. Say it a little bit louder so they can hear you all the way in the back.
because he's a great guy. We just say it, but he is. He's awesome.
Yes. And I'm with you on that. So I
Thank
know
you.
you can't get down here as fast, and I'm right
Mhm.
around the corner.
Right here.
And I know he has a sister,
Mhm.
but somebody mess with this one right here. Oh, it's on.
They're gonna have a lot of answering.
I'm gonna have to go back to like college day key. I'm gonna be Kiki then.
Not like, look, you're gonna have just mom and dad to answer to, but you're gonna have a lot of people to answer to.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bunch. It's a bunch.
Mhm.
How they say it's a heat.
It's a whole heap of
That
us.
means it's more than a bunch.
That's just how they say the heat.
Yeah, it's a heap of.
So congratulations, JaLi. I've been y'all. Do y'all understand how long I've been sitting here like, oh my gosh, I want to say it so bad, but I'm gonna wait. And I'm super excited and happy that that door has opened up for you. I'm super excited, and I know that is this a continual role or how does this go?
Yes, he may be a continuous role. I'm not gonna tell. I'm not gonna spoil it.
I'm a little nosy now. I'm gonna have,
Yeah,
well,
see, you
I'm
was
gonna have
talking
to.
about not being nosy earlier.
I'm gonna have to wait. This is different though.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to see.
This one a good hot seat. You know, when you're on the hot seat,
Yeah.
you ain't in trouble.
Was he being funny
He's not
though?
in trouble now. He's in.
Was
he's
he
in
being
good
funny?
trouble.
Nah, I was chilling. Just doing my role. That's it. See, I can't spoil it.
Listen, I'm so ready. I'm definitely going to be there for the premiere. I want to be on the scene because I just want to support this man, this woman
Thank you.
in this process in any way that I'm able to do so.
It's a beautiful. Believe
And I
me.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
I appreciate her and the whole team.
Everyone.
Because,
Exactly.
it could have been anybody else.
Mhm.
But,
Could have been.
you know, and a lot of people can look at it like, oh, well, it's not
It was you.
mainstream enough for me or any type of, you know what I'm saying? You know how people are.
Mhm.
But I'm blessed to be a part of anything that's positive and moving. And then I've been knowing her forever, but I never met her in person too.
Oh yeah, we've talked on the phone
Yeah.
many days, many
It's been a
times.
long time.
Support and talk and get advice from each other.
Yes.
But finally met her in person. He's the same person I expected.
He is. He is. Sometimes I'm like, no, don't do it that way. You got to turn to the right.
That's when you tell
And-
people thank you. It's just something.
And I love it because his music just goes straight to a woman's heart. I mean, it's just soft.
Y'all
It's
heard
that-
it.
Oh my gosh.
It does. It does.
It's not that hard, hard blues. It's that mellow, soft, romantic stuff. And just like you said, try me. Try him, ladies. Try him.
Yes. Y'all are, but I don't think a lot of people rather try him because he's in his.
See, I've been getting the wrong try me too.
Oh,
See, that's why I'm here.
now that's a word.
Yeah, the wrong try me.
The wrong try me.
Yeah. So
What's the wrong try me
You
though?
gotta be
Yeah,
careful.
tell me a little bit
You gotta
about
be
that.
careful how they
So what's the wrong try me for you?
somebody trying you.
Is
See,
there,
it's the same thing.
Yeah, I should have saw the way you look me
Yeah,
dead.
like-
You look me deep in my eyes.
Yeah, don't do that.
it's really bad.
So just somebody
But
try.
I've had a couple to try me thinking that it was.
But we're talking about relationally. So
I see where he's coming from.
I
we
get that
got a
part,
lot, yeah,
but relationally,
if you
because
wear, this is like wearing a shirt that say "try me," and then you gonna have somebody to try you the right or the wrong, all of them wrong. Get what you ask for.
That's right.
some people don't ask for nothing because they don't know what to ask for though.
What they wanted to ask for.
That's what we're telling you. 911.
Because I'm telling you, in this industry, and I can only imagine what y'all go through because I'm not on the big stage and things like that. I just, do the laid back kind of a thing.
Oh, no, I'm not real. I like being in the back.
I like being in the back. But I feel like because of the industry that we're in, it's so difficult to date. Now, with my show, of course, I talk about relationships. My show is called Night Moves on 95.3. So it's about love and relationships and things like that. So being in, I'm going to ask each of you, and y'all can ask me if you want to, that's fine, but it's about y'all today. Being in your industry, what have you found the most difficult when it comes down to dating?
Oh, don't ask that, because I'm trying to date.
Oh,
But it's hard.
It is hard.
And the reason why
I know
it's
it is.
hard because it's just like a person that works a 9 to 5 and they're used to a routine life and routine schedule. Like I be up by this time. I know if I get to this traffic light at this time, I'm gonna be late. Like it's totally different.
right.
Like
It's a lot
what
of
we
stress
do,
and pressure.
and what we do, we are around people all the time. I, for instance, sing to women. I don't sing to dudes. So of course, if that's a way to a woman's heart, as they say, then of course it's gonna be, I want to be single. Some of them don't care if you're single.
Oh, yeah.
Right. That's true.
Some of them don't care what come out of their mouth in front of you. You see what I'm saying? But you have to have a strong woman too that understands that this is what happens. These are the people that play the
And
game.
that's the very first thing right there. That's strong.
Yeah, you gotta be strong and you gotta understand and y'all gotta have your own bond that nobody can, come between.
Not only strong, but being secure in who you are as an individual.
And support at the same time.
Yes. Yes.
Most definitely more important.
Yes.
It's hard.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I wouldn't say my life is, down the straight way because it's a lot that happens in my life. But I can only imagine how you all, because you're on the road, you're doing this, you're doing that, to make things happen, not for everybody else around you, but for you, and to try to settle down. So how do you feel about saying, because you just said you're not trying today. So when did you come to that?
If you're trying to do your job and you're working, who wants to spend time to date somebody that work with you anyway?
True.
Yeah.
She's been about the grind
Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're not coming in to contribute and help, like you can't come in and say, oh, well, I'm mad at you because I haven't seen you today or I haven't seen you in 2 days. You know that this person that you're trying to date and chase after is really trying to get to a bag, as they say now. I mean, that's personal. You're not taking into consideration and you're being selfish. I don't have time to sit around and be booed up and chilling all day long. I can't. That ain't paying no bills. You can't go to Georgia Power and tell them, hey, I've been booed up. You know what I'm saying? But
I need a light to stay on because I've been booed up.
Yeah, they ain't trying to hear that. It's like, hey, well, we're going to disconnect. So that's what you got to take into consideration with your relationship. If you can't help and contribute to what we're doing to keep this thing going, then I got to disconnect from it.
Y'all heard that, ladies. But here's another thing, because let me make this clear, because I know a lot of people that will listen to what you have said as well as what you have said and will kind of play on that and use it for the meantime and between time, and then once they lock you in, then all of a sudden they flip the
That's why we're ahead.
You have to stay ahead of it because I'm telling you, you will get shut down. I just my tolerance isn't really My tolerance is from low to
You just
no.
gotta be understanding.
Yeah.
It's just an understanding.
And I get it, because somebody could easily say, all this technology, I know you on the road, but you can still FaceTime me. You can still, what they call it, Vimeo, whatever. You can still do all of these things.
It's not the same.
It's not the same, but you gotta deal with it.
Well, who's gonna, well, I'm gonna say who.
Yeah, you better stop
Oh,
before you
I'm
go.
mad at you because you chasing $1 million bill or a check or whatever the case may be. You're mad at me because you want to spend time and go eat somewhere. That's crazy. I'm just saying some of the things that I've seen, some of the things that I've heard. You know, I got a lot of friends that's in the industry and they married, so I hear how they complain. They nag
Did you
all
go
the
through a
time.
lot of that?
Yeah, it's my younger days. You know, but I live and learn from it.
Right.
And I knew what to accept. You see what I'm saying? I knew what I wanted to tolerate, knew what I wanted to deal with, what I wasn't gonna deal with, and then I just cut myself off from the world and just focused on myself. And once I did, everything started
You
moving.
gotta focus on you. What you
But I
want.
know where I'm trying to get it. So if that's not for me right now, it's cool. If it is, it's still cool. But I'm still gonna focus on myself because I'm on a mission.
Right.
That's right.
You gonna contribute to the mission, or you gonna get out the boat? Simple.
So obviously that's telling you that he's single, ladies. But don't try to come around, because I'm telling you now, you try to come around and act foolish. I already know from the live, honey, his sister does not play. And then he has everybody else that's not gonna play with you either. So you just go on, just stay on the way. Let him. Anyway, you're supposed to be found anyway, ladies. So don't even stress over it. He'll find you, whomever that he is. So let's get back on the topic at hand. Now we were sharing funny stories. My funny story was
So you know what? I'm gonna have to talk. She trying to put you on. She got you on the spot. She got you on
Yeah,
the spot.
No.
like I've been on the spot since.
he already told his funny story. His
Yeah, I
funny
did.
story was
Your favorite alcohol?
yes, that's
Favorite alcohol.
yes,
Hmm.
or your favorite drink.
She had to stretch.
Yeah, she
Seen that.
she rolled the shoulders back.
Yeah.
See, you got somebody out there laughing at me. See? What's that? My favorite drink.
Wow.
I'm a wine person. Champagne, anything like it. Moscatos and all the red stuff. Because I like collecting wine.
Me too.
That's one of my things.
I love it.
So you can't play me with some cheap wine.
Yeah, you can't go to
Yes.
Walmart.
Bad,
It's all
don't
that.
you even
I
try.
don't want it.
You can't play me with some bad wine.
I got some wine from
Because I'm
Walmart one
gonna check
time.
you
Boy,
real
it
quick.
put me to sleep. I don't know what it was.
What was it?
It was red. That's all I remember.
Now reds will take it real quick.
Yeah, they will. But what kind is the thing?
Oh, there's some good reds.
I fell asleep with the glass in my hand. That's how I see
I
it.
have to give
Oh,
you this
wow.
stuff. Really?
Huh?
You fell asleep with the glass in your hand.
I was trying to be added on the camera.
Eat something else.
I like wine, but my favorite mixed drink, and I don't like any dark liquor. I have a bad experience. I'll tell y'all that story later, but I have a bad experience with dark liquor. Hennessy was my first dark liquor drink.
Really? And you don't like it?
No.
Hennessy women?
That next morning, Granny had to help me. She had to mix up a raw egg with salt and pepper. I had to drink that, but it coated my stomach now. It did some good.
Oh, wow.
Yes. It coated my
I
stomach.
would have just been sick.
But now, only thing I drink is white liquor. But my liquor of choice at this time is Tito's. Because it's not heavy. I don't get migraines or headaches or a hangover because I stay hydrated too. But
Yeah.
that's a big thing.
Oh, what is your favorite shot? Drink?
My favorite shot is a Tito's or Patron.
Patron is good.
And Hendrix Gin.
Okay. She drinking shots, you too?
Hendrix Gin.
I know. What is yours?
Hennessy.
Hennessy for shot.
Yeah, we do Hennessy. If it's white, then I do Patron maybe or Ciroc.
I'm tequila.
Have you ever had Hendrix Gin?
No,
I drink tequila shots.
never heard of it.
I'm telling you, Hendrix Gin with a little bit of club soda and a hint of lime and a mint.
See, we all be tore down.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, you will not. No, you will not.
Yeah.
It's about staying hydrated. That's the problem. They're not
Mhm.
hydrated. They don't eat properly. You can't eat a bunch of rice before you decide to drink because that's going to add and make it swell. So that's why you get sick faster. You can't eat a bunch of grease on top of you if you're already drunk. You don't need to drink water while you're drunk because that makes it worse.
I do everything.
I'm a mixologist in a sense.
But I do the total opposite of what you
Yeah, that's
said.
So she said we living wrong. I guess so.
no, not living wrong, but just trying to help you
I'm
out.
just messing with you.
So those hangover days don't be as bad. I think I've had so many, I had to realize what works and what doesn't.
Oh, really? Probably did.
In my college days, oh, it was on. I thank God for grace.
We're not doing it.
I thank God for grace.
I'm
And
gonna get back to
mercy,
this,
as they say. Mercy and grace. Shouts out to CSU.
Crazy.
I'm telling you, I know I got a witness out there. Wave your
You probably
hand.
have quite a few.
If you can't say a word, just wave your hand. That's what they say.
Just put a red flag up.
I'm telling you.
Something.
So what do you have going on for your future? What we got going on in the near future?
Well, like I said, I'm not gonna talk about
I
that
know
right
we can't
now.
talk everything,
No, can't tell everything.
but we move.
But we move along. And just say I'm staying busy. Everything is being worked out completely to the end. So as soon as we finish one project, we're on to the next one. So, like I say, the year is pretty full. It's pretty full.
I've never seen no one else work as hard as my mother. Shouts out to my mom, Joanne Hassel, until I met you. Y'all got on, I'm telling you. My mom, she is a worker. My dad as well, but we're talking about the women because it is Women's History Month.
Right, that's right.
So I want to celebrate all of our hardworking women of any race. I'm not gonna say gender because but anyway, all the hardworking women. If you are out there, if you are in your craft, if you are loving your craft, man, shouts out to you. You are doing it big. Even if you are a stay-at-home mom, that is a job. I have a 1-year-old son. Did you see my video of him standing on top of my table and telling me to shh? Because he was drinking something he had no business drinking. He was drinking somebody else's juice. So he was telling me, so that's a job. That's a job. I don't think I could stay at home 24/7. I love him, but
That's right. To all the strong women out there, give us a sign that you're out there. Put it up on the screen or something.
Yes.
Give us something.
so we can give you a shout out and whatever you have going on. Shouts out to another hard worker. I know her name is with Cali Facials. She just moved here from Texas and she is doing it big with the waxing and things like that. So shouts out to her. Shouts out to my sister Nick. I see you. My sister-in-law Onika, my mom V, Pam. All of y'all that are tuning in and watching, man. I'm telling you, shouts out to your sister, your mom, your loved ones.
Everybody.
Because I'm telling you, being a woman is not easy. Did y'all know we
But
only
you know
had
what's
1 week?
It's
It's not.
not. We got it hard. As far as men, we got it real hard.
Y'all do.
We got
They
to
do.
go.
You really do.
We go above and beyond.
Y'all do. But it's something
Never
about
know
the
that, but the women have it too.
yes, especially in the industries that we work in. We have to literally fight our way through just to sometimes even kick the door down so we can walk on over through the threshold. Because so many people have tried to block whatever greatness that they already see in us. And it's a shame. And I'm just grateful that we were provided a full month to be recognized instead of just that week in 1909, something like that. Out south, so yeah.
Yeah, that is awesome.
I'm excited about what the movement and my thing for this month has been marching into manifestation. Literally walking through that thing, literally taking time to just help my fellow sister, help my fellow brother, people who are around me because, hey, we show what we can do just in the polls and voting. Imagine what we can do if we all stop hating and really get together and make this thing
It'll be awesome. It'll
something
be
to reckon with.
explosion of happiness, for real. It'll be great.
Wow. And once again, I am going to tell you, don't try to come and tag yourself with this beautiful woman. Don't try to add her on as your friend. Don't try to keep sending requests and she deny you, because that's not how we roll. This is business and we are working. If you're not working, if it's not your time, then baby, it's just not the time. And that's okay. That's okay. Shouts out to all of our viewers on Instagram Live as well, over there on 95.3 Smooth R&B. I know y'all are probably like, Kedra, how you gonna get to the station? I got you covered. Don't worry about it. You can still tune in tonight from 9 to 12 in the morning. I got you.
Once again, we're gonna give you those IGs again
Yes.
to follow me on Bonfire Nights TV show, which is coming very soon within the next couple of weeks. The first show will be released. There is a screening which will be in Atlanta. I don't know who's going to be around, but I'm going to be partying. Also, the Bonfire Night TV show, that is the IG for, once again, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And that's where the first show will premiere, is on YouTube. So once again, make sure you follow us to find out what's going on, what time, and if I may give something away. So you better hang on.
You know, people like some free things now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of big names. I know. Ooh.
She said,
Let me tell y'all, it's so much. I'm just sitting heavy. You know how you just feel heavy after you eat that Thanksgiving dinner? That's how I feel right now. I feel heavy. In a good way, though.
Online, I was just like, we just in our own lane individually.
Yeah.
In our own lane, and we just doing what we know to do.
I don't know many other people that have actually sat down in 3 different lanes, still able to have a conversation, come together, laugh, joke, and still be real at the same time. Because so many people are just trying to get whatever they're trying to get.
That's what folks say, you don't learn today. You don't learn today.
You gonna learn, or you gonna walk away?
You gonna learn
or
today.
walk away.
To work or walk away.
Unhappy.
Y'all heard it from the greats. Listen, I'm just trying to get my way to that status. I'm just doing what I can. I'm just trying to do what I can to make it, you know.
Why you think you're not? You there?
Oh, I know. I just be trying to.
You on the real person.
Trying to make them feel good, too.
In the middle of everybody.
Look.
Like, come on.
You
Look,
bring
I'm
everyone together.
Man.
Look, I'm over here laughing at
You
your
bring everyone
persistence.
together.
I try my best. But I am appreciative of J-Li for even taking time to introduce me to you. Because that was very big. Because you could have been selfish. We're like, hey, don't come through because I got other stuff going on.
But we know he's not like that.
No, he's not.
And he was surprised that I came through and dropped in anyway. So
But that was out of the blue.
it was. It really was.
I was headed to the
And I wasn't even dressed right, y'all. Y'all should have saw
Hey,
that.
we were all
to the
taking.
studio to work.
We were just driving. When you're working, you don't care what
You
you're
don't. I was just like, oh my
I said,
goodness.
gee, I got somebody that's. He was like, huh? I said, yeah, she's just gonna stop by or whatever. And she pulled up. I was like,
She did.
I said, she's here.
She did.
So I told him a long time ago, so one day was going to stop in, you're not going to know.
And she said,
And that was it.
The right timing though.
it's all in time. That's what we were talking about earlier. That's gonna happen before it's time.
Yeah, so everything is doing time. Everything has a time.
Absolutely, man. I'm just,
everything.
I'm basking in this ambience. Y'all just don't understand
I'm
what
sure
this.
they want to ask us some stuff.
If y'all do
You
have
have any
questions,
questions?
now I will be honest. IG, I can't see that far.
She said she's
What you got on
mother
there?
with 4 children.
Who's a single mother with 4 children?
Vicky, Petite.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. She was just saying she's a single mother with 4 children. So am I. I definitely can relate.
Awesome, yeah.
Hey, mom, how are you?
Your mom on there. Hi.
If you all have any questions that you would like to ask myself, J-Li the Gentleman, or J-Fab, then J-Fabulous to you, then definitely put it in the comments because I want to see, I want to hear, because y'all may ask something that I've been wanting to ask, but I can't.
She can ask anything she wants. Don't let her fool you. Anyway.
What that mean?
Let's do like this. My personal IG is J_Fab on Instagram.
Oh, y'all can follow it in there.
J_Fab, F-A-B.
So y'all can definitely follow her there.
He sent all your questions to me. I'll answer them.
She might have.
Am I being
She
cut
might.
off or something? Okay. I thought I was in trouble.
No. No, we were just laughing because of, our own little, our three personal things. All right. Any other
Any
questions?
other?
Okay, so Whitney Hill says, so who have you dreamed of working with in the industry?
Me?
For you and for you, JaLi.
Well, I really never dreamed of working with anybody. I don't mind working with anyone that knows what they're doing and great at what they do. But like I say, I'm willing to learn from anyone. I'm not picky about it, really. I'm great, I'm open.
All right, what about you, JaLi?
I'm open too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just.
I mean, it should be no restriction.
Yeah,
You have
yeah,
a good heart, you're open to work with anyone. You know,
I'm big on vibes, though.
Exactly.
If your energy ain't right when you come off or I'm around you and you throw it off, and I instantly pick that up.
It messes me. Yeah, it throws me off. I'm gonna leave. I'm
So I
gonna turn
know.
right back around and leave.
Who's that? That's your mom. That's it. Lunch.
Okay.
Listen, I'm all for lunch, Mom. I'm a big girl at heart. Whenever you want to go to lunch or just eat dinner, cook, or have somebody cook, we can do that.
She
I'm
gonna go
ready.
lunch. She gonna make lunch. We gonna go to lunch.
Either way,
She can make it. I'm good.
as long as I eat, I'm okay. I'm okay. Somebody asked JaLi, how old are you?
I'm over 35.
There you go.
That's right. That's it. He's of age.
Yeah,
He legal.
That's it.
He legal.
Any other questions, y'all?
What's
Okay.
up, Deja?
I see Deja. Who's that? Shayna Wiley. I'm so sorry, Instagram. I want to see y'all so bad, and I see people are coming in. Shouts out to you all for tuning in right here on 95.3 Smooth R&B. Make sure that you are sending those hearts. And of course, if you do post any questions or anything like that, definitely come in and put it in there because we'll come back and respond to you.
That's right.
So if I don't get to you, JaLi get to you. J Fabulous will get to you as well. Let's see. Any other questions? Let me see.
I got a question for J-Fab.
Okay.
As far as what's going on in the world today, right? Because we talked about this earlier with our, I can't say we can narrow it down to a race, but due to our killings of young people, is there anything that you could, any type of ideas or solutions that you could probably pitch to better the community as far as what's going on with violence with our teens? Because that's
I
another
can't
topic
do
that
no
we talk
better
about.
than anyone else. We just need to have more activities for the young kids, somewhere where they can come in the community, that they feel safe. Instead of wandering the neighborhood or just trying to figure out where to go, especially now with COVID. They need somewhere to go.
And that's what we were talking about earlier. Because I mean, as far as when we were coming up, we had the recreational center that was open. You could go, play any type of activity, sports. All of this is like no more now.
And then to try, if they'll have that, more mentors with adults, like a group of
That they'll listen to.
And exactly, that they listen to. And I mean, I talk to everybody.
So we seeing the same vision there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we on the same page. That was the first thing that I said. Like, they don't have anything to do, and this rap music is basically influencing the wrong path. When it's just for entertainment or from an artist standpoint, but from the streets, they feel like that's the lifestyle that they want to chase. So they don't really know the difference in the entertainment side.
And one thing now, I agree with him on half of the music thing. And the reason why I did half and half was because I've literally seen people throw down on an R&B song. And it's like, is it really the music or is it just people's learned behavior? And that's the main thing.
If you're going to get at somebody, if you have an issue with somebody, it don't care what's playing. It could be gospel music or it don't matter. If you see whatever person, wherever, it can be Walmart on the cereal aisle. You know what I'm saying? But it shouldn't. It's the person. It's just. It's the person.
And I think with COVID stepping in,
we've been isolated.
It has been even worse with the whole concept of trying to bring people together because of the stipulations that you have to, the rules and stipulations that you have to follow, and then how everything just shut down. Like for my older kids, they are doing virtual learning. And I know a lot of people are like, well, send them back to school then. And I'm just like, but I would rather them be safe. than
Then to regret it later.
absolutely. But even with that, it's kind of like I feel bad as a parent as well because it's isolating them from the normality of being around friends and the, you
And
know,
their attention span isn't that long.
It's very short.
Especially when you're a kid. You know,
Mhm.
it's just like, all right, I'm ready to do something else now.
yeah,
They do. They get real.
and just trying to create activities for them to maneuver and feel like there's some sense of normality. It's just really well, since while we're on the COVID, our president says, President Joe Biden, he says there's enough vaccinations for everybody here in the United States now. Have you taken it? Or if you haven't, do you plan on taking it?
I'm leery about it. I mean, I had COVID
Yeah.
back in May, and it was pretty bad. I ain't gonna say pretty bad. It was bad. Like
Yeah, you went
when
through
you
it.
can see
Yeah.
yourself knowing you about to die, like that's an experience that I can't even put into words. And, you know, tell people, but I wouldn't wish it on anybody. But I did. I contracted it. How I don't know to this day, but it literally almost killed me. And it's kind of it's one of them things where all of a sudden everybody can just get it now. So I don't really know if I trust it like that or who's making it or they giving it. I don't want it again. So will that be an effect or after effect? You know what I'm saying? So it's so
Makes
many
sense.
things that I see. And how long have they been testing it on different people? Because different cultures and races, you know what I'm saying? It affects them different. Because I didn't know about the vitamin. They told me about vitamin D pills, vitamin E, vitamin this. Like a lot of other people, just their skin tone already deals with vitamin D. We don't. I didn't know that. But you know, it's just certain things that trigger certain things, and I just don't think that. I don't know. I haven't decided. But no, I haven't been vaccinated. I'm scared.
I guess I take vitamin D once a week anyway. I mean, strong. It's good for me. Vitamin D is good for you.
It is.
Ginger, turmeric,
Yes.
take and drink all of it.
And elderberry. I like elderberry as well.
Yeah, to boost your immune system.
And I definitely do the raw ginger. I slice that up with lemon slices and I boil those together. And I literally take shots of that a day.
But I did take the first vaccine.
You did? How did you feel
I
about
didn't
it?
have no symptoms. None. No side effects.
Wow.
Not even a sore arm.
Really?
No.
That's crazy because my grandmother just took it and it really like put her down to like where she felt like she had it all over again. But it was only for like 48 hours.
It affects everyone different.
Yeah,
So that's what you have to expect.
What is that? Marcella Harris. She says, haven't done. Let's see. She doesn't plan to. Doesn't trust the process, and it was thrown together too fast. Is their opinion.
And I agree with her.
It was.
Well, do you know that at first it was not FDA approved?
But I think
When
it's
they-
always
Right.
been there.
It's always been there. Yeah.
It was never FDA approved. They have a system whereas you can get it quickly passed if you have an outbreak such as what we had.
Right.
And that's the only reason why it was put out on and that's my reason of not wanting to take it. I do know individuals that have, and they don't have any side effects or symptoms, but I don't think I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
yet.
I mean, everyone has their personal, everything about it. But
And then what's so crazy, we can't really talk much about this because they'll try to block
Yeah.
live.
Yep,
So
it will.
we sorry.
He said, "We're sorry."
We sorry. But
I'm not sorry. I just told you earlier. I'm not going to apologize. I can't apologize for being this.
well, now.
she meant what she said.
I did, but it's not in a bad way. It's just I over time and over my life, I've gained a confidence that can nobody shake anymore. I used to have a confidence that people could shake. I didn't like. I'm not gonna say I didn't like the color of my skin because I enjoy being a black woman, black girl, but I always had a complex about my skin being as dark as it was.
Now she's overcome the negativity. She's a
I
stronger
did.
black woman.
I didn't like my
Don't
gap.
mess with her.
I didn't like my gap. I
Sure,
didn't. It was a lot of things I didn't like about
There's
me.
nothing wrong with you.
And I had to learn, and it's crazy because I didn't learn that until I got into my 30s.
Really?
Yeah. To truly embrace who I am, and that's why I'm
Nothing wrong
this person now.
Yeah. So y'all embrace
What's
yourself.
Embrace.
next? What's up?
Please embrace yourself.
Let's see, because you had a
I
few
gotta
more.
be right there because it's short.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
do
please don't, Lord. That thing shut down.
I'm not gonna shut it down. I just see that you have a lot.
We're not gonna start on this phone.
I know. Okay,
They were just
we just talking about the kids and things like that.
Okay.
Been there now, but chocolate is popular. Hey, B Mills, I know that's right.
Hey.
Chocolate is definitely popular. Y'all see how it looks
It's dripping hard up in here.
all the way. We have a little dark chocolate, little milk chocolate, little caramel.
That is cute.
Just a little
They like chocolate.
That's all. Too much.
I'm telling you, I had a bad complex, and I think until God saw that I was confident enough, that's when He started to open up the other doors. But as long as I stayed in that box, it was no way.
You have to believe in yourself.
Yeah,
You
everybody
have to
got a
have
story.
confidence in yourself.
Everybody got a story, and you never know what somebody's story is. So you can't be quick to judge just from seeing. You know, I had a homeless guy that actually he tested me one night. I was going. I'm not gonna lie, I'm live. I was going to a strip club, and I was going to throw some serious money, right?
Okay.
And this guy came up out of nowhere, and he said, "Hey, I'm hungry. Whatever. We have $1." I was like, "Yeah." And I said, "What is it that you want? You know, what is it that you really need?" And he said, "Well, I'm just hungry, and I just wanted to see if you were gonna be able to say yes to give me something to eat." I said, "Well, Waffle House is right here. Let's go." So we walked to Waffle House, and when we walked in, everybody that worked at Waffle House, y'all know which one it is. As soon as I walked in, you know, you got the one door you walk in, and then it's just glass, and then you walk into the other door. So I go in, but before we went in, you know, you get this instant feeling. You can hear people just saying, "Here he go again. He's begging. I don't know why he's always harassing people." Blah, 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 and this and that. So this guy, I'd never seen his face. He had his head down the entire time. So we go in, and I ended up, long story short, I ended up telling the manager that I wanted to pay for his food for like 2 or 3 weeks. So I just cashed out right then. And he finally looked up at me, and his eyes was like the color of that cord. And he said, "Have you read the book of Job?" And I said, "I haven't." And he said, "Yeah, give me a little Bible." And he said, "Man, you're going to be very successful." And that was about 5 years ago.
Really?
And he said, "I just wanted to test you, man." But his eyes was the color of that. And I had people with me that witnessed it. And there was people crying in there and the whole nine. But you just never know somebody's story. But he said he was, you know, he was military, retired. His wife, you know, divorced him because he was always gone. And it left him on the streets. You see what I'm saying? So you just never know somebody's story. You never know when God's testing you to see. You know what I'm saying? And that night I couldn't even go in the club after that. I'm just going home. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From that point on, I've seen a lot of stuff just constantly happen. I've been, you know, like I had COVID recently, and it's just one of those things like that, but that only made me stronger.
Yes.
I've seen a lot. When I was down, I seen who my real friends were. I seen, you know, family that would check on me, but I had a lot of so-called homeboys, you know, that I didn't even hear from. Even females that we're best friends, I didn't hear from. I guess because I went out spending money. So I took those lessons of things that I seen that were different when I'm in a different situation, different place, and I just put it in the world and created a monster over here for real.
Oh yeah.
So
But you know, but you have to be scared. You have to be careful about that too, because some people will just try to do exactly what you did because they feel like, oh, I'm going to reap the benefits of what you just.
Right. And I didn't even think about it, and that was just something that I did. The next day I went by, and I seen him walking, and I stopped him, and he said, "Jamie, how you been?" I said, "How you been?" And I actually gave him more money that night, and like I said, I didn't think nothing of it. And he said, "Well, you see these shoes I got on, man? Man, they feel so good." And he said he went and bought an air mattress, and he bought tons of Gatorade and different, you know, food items and stuff. And he said, "Man, I got so much stuff I can't even keep it. I had to call a pastor that he went to the church and cleaned up around it." And this guy wasn't black. He was another race. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at color. You it was amazing. It was amazing for me because I felt good. I felt great.
Right.
You know, I guess that was a more spiritual connection type thing. But those are the things that I do when I see somebody that really needs help. I mean, they don't have to really show that they really need it. It's just something that if I have it, it's yours. And all my friends, my brothers that I call my brothers,
Yeah.
the sisters that I call my sisters, like I give you my shirt off my back anyway.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want anything back. I give you loan you money, but it's to a certain extent. I need every week. I don't need you hitting me saying I need this.
Hey,
I need
about
this.
them $5.
Yeah.
Now I'm taking care of somebody. I'm taking care of somebody.
It seemed like when you reached out to help him, he got more help after
Yeah, he got more help, and it brought more awareness to him because the lady on the inside said, "I really can't believe you're doing this." I said,
because
"Well,"
they were always probably turning him down and turning him
and they
away.
were, and that's
you
what
really had a problem.
And to be honest, I know they say men don't cry, but it broke me down.
Yeah.
And the reason why I did that is because I told the manager, I was just like, at the end of the day, she said, "Well, why are you doing this? Like, why are you paying for him for a whole 2 or 3 weeks to eat?" I said, anything he wants, he can come in and get it. So I said, "What is it that you eat every day?" And he just wanted a biscuit and something to drink. So I said, "Well, add it up for 3 weeks. And let him come in here and whatever he wants. If that's what he say he wants," I said, "You don't want nothing else?" He said, "That's all I want." And what was crazy is because I came in, I had on the jury and all that at the time, and I've been him. I've been in Manhattan. I've been in Times Square. I was lugging around suitcases. You see what I'm saying? And I've slept in McDonald's that was 24 hours. I slept in cars, park benches. We done did the whole night. You see what I'm saying? And now that it looks reversed because it was just one of them things, man. Where I've been homeless. You know what I'm saying? Just crying and chasing this dream that we're doing now, and everything's happening, man. So that's why when you say the hate part, I can't get with it. Like,
you said something that struck me. You said men don't cry. When did men start getting this notion that they're not supposed to cry? It's a human nature for that to happen. One way or another, whether you're happy, you're sad, it's a sense of emotion. So I don't, even with my son, I'm teaching him at an early age, you can still have a sense of emotion and still be a man. I can't teach him how to be a man because I'm all woman. But it's okay for you to cry. It's okay for men to have emotions, to show those emotions, to feel those emotions, and to be open about those emotions. I think that's why y'all lug around, especially our Black men, so much, I wouldn't say baggage, but so much of a burden on you because you can't simply release that because of nobody's able to make you feel safe.
As far as with that, I mean, my dad, like I say, if you was wrong, you was out of line. You getting whooped. Like, it ain't no wherever. You know what I'm saying? But as far as soon as they put, they put the blessing on you for acting up, it's one of the things where the first thing they say, you better stop crying. You better not cry. Like, we hear that our whole life. It's different for women, but for us, it's like a sign of, in a sense, kind of, weakness. And you got to be strong. Like, but it's going to be things that encounter in your life where you want to be a crybaby your whole life when something go wrong, or you take it to the chin and you keep it moving. So it just depends on your family and how you brought up. In my opinion, I was always
females. She was saying that too. That it's for some men they feel like it's a sense of weakness, but we do have to normalize you all feeling comfortable to come lay your head on my shoulder or my breast, as they say it in the church, and feel free about that.
But a lot of men don't feel that comfortable, and that's the disconnect between you and the person or the people that you're around. Like, I've never really like just cried like that. Certain incidents, funerals, things like that. But it's more so like we don't want to. I don't know. It's a man thing. Like, I can't explain it. To be honest, I can't put it into words, but I just know how I feel about certain things. It's just like you want to cry and get it over with and get it out, but it's like, nah, I'm good. So we carry, like you say, we carry that with us, and it just keeps building up and building up. And when we finally do, it's like, wow. So
So do you feel as though that is, I wouldn't say just because you have a lot of single parent homes, especially now. What is something that us as women can do to make you all as men and any male that's listening in live, please feel free to answer. But what can we do as women to help you feel safe to come to us and express your feelings, or to come to us and cry if you need to, or because mental health is extremely serious. Depression is extremely serious. The imbalance of your mental stability is extremely serious. So what can we do? We have all these things that women go through. Pre what is it? When postpartum depression, prepartum depression. People don't never heard of it, but it's a fact. It happens when you're pregnant. Other things that people deal with. What can we do as women to help you all feel safe enough in that space with us?
It's the reassurance. For me, it's like reassurance to know that you. It's a difference between somebody that like you, and it's a difference between somebody that loves you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a difference between somebody that you know really have your back, and then it's a difference between somebody that you think have your back. You tell them your business, and they use it against you. So we've been betrayed too as men.
Yeah.
So our trust level is just like women. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't trust dudes, but we don't trust women like that. What makes it so different? You know what I'm saying? But women look at it more like it's a one-way street, and they so independent. But guys feel the same way, and when they do it, it attracts the wrong one.
Both ways.
You see what I'm saying?
A lot of
It's
men try to pretend to be more stronger.
Yeah.
They don't want you to see it.
And then, women want you to be how they want you to be, and you can't change for women like that. It's either accept me for how I am, and a lot of guys change to suit a woman, and a lot of women change to suit a man. But if you can't be yourself and meet in the middle, you know what I'm saying, in these points, but I feel like it's reassurance for me. Like, I need to know if I feel like breaking down, I don't need you. Oh man, he's crying like a little woman. Like, but you know, but when you do that to him one time, he would never do that again.
Yeah.
So he's going to let all this stress go.
Okay, here's a little bit more information for the TV show coming up. You can also be able to see it on Indie TV, on Amazon, and Roku.
Okay, I have both.
And Fire Stick.
Yeah.
So it's going to be everywhere. It's not a place it's not going to be seen. So,
Bonfire TV.
Bonfire TV show.
Bonfire TV
Night.
show. Bonfire Night TV show. Absolutely.
Nights with the S.
I see.
And it's also the same time. We're also affiliated, we're connected to a magazine called Stellar Magazine in Atlanta.
Okay.
And they just started out just a couple of months ago. They're up and going very well now. The first issue, the front cover was Jermaine Dupri. So the magazine is doing very well. And they have some awesome interviews, great pictures of everyone they interviewed in the magazine, Great stories.
Is the magazine, is that virtual or is it paperback?
It's virtual right now.
Okay. Stellar Magazine.
That's Stellar, Stellar, magazine.com.
Make sure that y'all
And
go
you can
check that
also
out.
follow Stellar also on Instagram.
Awesome. Man, this has been a full night. I feel full. I feel like if you came into this room, whether it was on the podcast, Facebook, the lives, Instagram, I'm telling you, you should be leaving these platforms full, especially if you came in empty.
Yeah.
Because I feel as though that we've covered every aspect between the working aspect, between our careers, between life, because we're human beings too. I don't know why people don't understand that. I know people say, "Oh, you're a superstar," but I'm still a human being, and I have feelings. And I'm just so appreciative for this moment. I'm appreciative of us being able to come together. So we have Elaine. Oh, we have Mama. I don't like to call it Mama by her first name. So we have Mama. She said, "When will this air?"
In the next couple of weeks, huh? So you're right on time. And don't forget, come to the premiere. We're gonna have a screening of the show in Atlanta.
And that's gonna be in the next couple of weeks. Okay, I'm ready for that.
So just to keep up with me, follow on all avenues.
Yes.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Which the first show will air once again on YouTube in a couple of weeks. But you won't know that unless you follow me on all the sites.
And don't come in my inbox. What she say again? Go back and watch the entire live. No, I'm just playing. I'll let you know what it is. Because I definitely want to make sure that these numbers and ratings go through the roof. Because if I know this woman like I do know, I know it's going to be absolutely amazing. So Bonfire Nights TV show on all social media platforms. Make sure that you go on YouTube, Roku, Amazon, and Fire Stick, and you can watch it. Make sure that you are following them because you could possibly win something. I know y'all like free things.
And that's just for starters, though, right?
That's just a start.
That's for starters. Yeah. And it's only going to get better.
For that show, that's a start for that.
Only going to get better from here. So I'm not going to hold you all in. And we already know where to follow you at when it comes out, but let's give that to them one more time because I want to make sure they can connect the way they need to.
My IG, like I say, is J_Fab, F-A-B, Instagram. Facebook is a long one, so we'll put it out there for you. We'll tag that information for you. But the Bonfire Nights TV show is just that one complete word on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Same name. Do not change it up. You follow. Get all the information you want. Keep up with the dates that we have coming out where it's going to premiere. Like I said, we're going to have a nice premiere in Atlanta. If you're in the area about, come on out. But we'll give you more information on that later. Within the next couple of weeks, the first show will be premiering on YouTube.
I'm excited. And JaLi the Gentleman, where can we find you, follow you?
I'm www.whosjali, which is WHOSJALI.com. That's my website. You can scroll down. I have all my social media links, Instagram, Twitter, everything on there. And if you can't find that for whatever reason, it's just JALI on Instagram and JALI on Facebook.
And y'all, it's pronounced JaLi. Because I know a lot of people, they try to.
Jolly. I'll be there too, you know. Hey,
we're going to be jolly today.
JaLi.
JaLi. Yes.
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed to be here. You know, again, it's another day. Tomorrow's another day to be better.
Yes.
That's what we're going to do.
And of course, I'm the one and only Kedra Nicole. You can follow me on all social media platforms as @Kedra Nicole. However, on Twitter, they will not allow me to be great yet. And on Twitter, you can that's what happens when you go live, y'all. Anything can happen. Okay, so let me start over.
On the time.
So, and I'm the one and only Kedra Nicole. You can follow me on all social media platforms as @Kedra Nicole. However, Twitter will not allow me to be great yet. And on Twitter, you can find me as @IamKedra Nicole. You can also visit my website at KedraNicole.com. Not only do I do radio, podcasting, hosting, but I'm also a certified relationship coach. Yes, I actually went to school to do that. So that's what I do on the side. I'm an author as well, so I do have books out. You can check me out. And of course, you can tune in with me every Monday through Thursday from the time frames of 9 p.m. until 12 in the morning, only on the smoothest station in town, 95.3 Smooth R&B, which is also known as the brand new home of the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Thank you all so much. J-Fab, Sis, JaLi, or JaLi.
Yeah, Jolly.
It's been awesome. It's been awesome talking to everyone.
And in the midst of
And being
everything,
with you guys.
you came on in regardless.
Regardless.
And I
Nothing hold me back.
listen.
I get up and push it up.
What we're gonna do? Look, I'm gonna just drag JaLi with me. JaLi and we're gonna come there to you, and we're gonna sit down again to have an even better conversation and go live. I'm gonna bring all the setup.
Sounds like fun to me.
And we're just gonna just do what we do. Have a nice sit down.
You just let me know when and we'll make it happen.
Hey, I'm
You
all
got the wine, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
have plenty of
yes,
drinks.
you
I don't
got
know.
the wine.
Should we drink the wine to go live? Let me
Yeah.
ask.
Wine
Should
and
we
lime.
drink to go live?
Wine and lime.
I was talking to you.
So we can
Oh, she
set
said
up.
yeah.
She
She
gonna,
said yeah.
we can set up. We can have a wine cellar. We can sit next to a wine cellar.
Let's do it. I'm all for that.
Wine and lime. Yeah.
We really gonna wind down
Mhm.
with night moves. So thank you all yet again for tuning in with us. Make sure that you tune back in with me on next Wednesday because I have special guest Jamisa Hummingbird Lights. That will be my local artist spotlight for that particular week. Shouts out to Bad News. I had him on yesterday. Man, I am really trying to get y'all out here with your music. If you have photography, a business, shouts out to my brother Sam Hassel and his wife Onika. They have a YouTube channel as well. Y'all go check that out because that gives you a positive view on a younger couple that has children and they have a great time as well. It's called the Samuel Hassel Gang. The Hassel Gang. My bad. Y'all make sure that y'all stay tuned in, locked in, and we are going to be out. See you guys later. Peace and blessings. Thank you. I'm gonna wait till you finish, and then I'm gonna tell you something. Just at the top. See, this why you need a woman in your life.
Look,
You hear me?
I don't do apples.
You hear me?
Yours would be-
This why you need a woman in your life.
Can you reach it?
Oh, I can.
Now he don't want just any woman now. You gotta wait. You gotta
Still
pick
alive.
Oops.
Gotta pick you up so you can turn it on.
You know what? We're not lying no more. You keep it up. We're gonna fight. Thank you so much. Thank you.
That was fun.
absolutely amazing.
Very interesting. And people enjoyed our conversation.
They did
Oh,
good.
it's gonna be over
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Make sure I follow y'all.
Yeah, it's gonna be a real hot job.
Oh, I got
But
some.
they enjoyed our conversation, especially when they say, yeah, men have to feel like they can be one where they can come to you too. This woman said something, but she it was so choppy, I couldn't understand the paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she don't know how to read. She got it backwards.
It's important. It's imperative.
Mm-hmm.
And who the young man that kept walking? That's my dad. He was listening on there.
He was telling us to talk louder, and that's all it was.
And I'm just glad that we could all come together.
Me
He
too.
actually helped get everything set up for me.
It was fun. It was good. We could do that.
And it's also on the podcast as well.
We good. We good together.
Mhm. I think it's gonna be a nice little show.
Talk about real topics.
Mm-hmm.
Real stuff instead of bullcrap. A lot of people talking about.
Exactly.
I don't know what it's on.
Know what
Now
they're doing
that's-
now is saying, oh yeah.